Hey y'all, I know. I hope I can get y'all to come back. Yeah, it's only you over here on that page. You all come on back. I apologize. I greatly apologize. Social media is doing its own thing. I moved to a better service and it don't show me no comments. I apologize. I apologize, you all. Please come on back. I apologize. I'll give you a minute. I'll hopefully give y'all a minute to show back up. Yes, ma'am, I can now. I'll be trying. See, for some reason, one of my devices always tell me that it's slow. But thank y'all. Just come on back. Please come on back. It just will not, it won't do right. When I go to another device that keep it from lagging and all that, it don't show me the comments. So I'm going to work on that next. But as for tonight, I want to make sure this happens. So, yes. Hey, Tempe. I'm thankful y'all back hanging there with me. Let me see if I can get these numbers back. I apologize, you all. I apologize. But one thing I know about social media, it's going to do what it wants to do. I'm even having issues with Instagram. I never have that problem. Let's see. That may work. Okay. Okay, it's the business page that's not acting right. No, the business page is acting right. It's my personal page that's not acting right. The business page is holding its own. I see everything over here on the left. So, okay, I got 3 of y'all back. We finna rock on out because I'm going to get this out of me because, yeah. Let's talk about this movie, Straw. I'm going to jump right back into where I was. Some of the main things that were the issue. It may seem mediocre to somebody else, but this is very, very, very priceless to the person that has to go through it. Being seen, but not heard. In Jania's case, Jania looked just like. Yes, ma'am, that's what the audience is over here. Because the personal page, the business page, they pick up the next day. And I don't know what that be about. But anywho, yes, ma'am. In Jania's case, you don't know how much $40 meant to her. $40 caused Jania to spaz completely out of control. Can I tell you why? Let me tell you why that $40 caused Jania to spaz completely out of control. Anytime you bring out the mom that's concerning your babies, guess what you trigger? The very thing, and I don't know if this is a word that social allow you to use or not, but I'm going to do my best to use it. And I need you all to write in the comments how you feel about the movie and all that, and what was the impact on your life. Because once I get into these notes, I'll do my best. I'm going to come back and read your comments. But I just want to say thank you, babe, for coming on. The 40, and please y'all share the live out for me, share it. Just go to the bottom of your screen or wherever you are, my screen, and you should see a share button. Hit that share button, then hit it again, and that live should go out. Once you bring out, as I said, being seen and not heard from the movie Straw, this is my take on a lot of the things that I saw in that movie. What caused her to spaz out like she did? What caused her to snap? All of us women, this happened in our community. We know somebody. This has been us. Something somewhere in there should have touched you. If it did not touch you, you might need to go back and watch this again. And I'm going to say it, as a black woman. But what could have cost her $40, y'all? You know, most people, it has to be up in the thousands or whatever their number may be. But you don't know what means something to somebody when that's all they need. What was one of the main things that caused her to be able to spaz out? When you bring out the mom, or in our words, when you bring out the black mama and you mess with her babies. I'm going to say it one time and then I'll bring it back up again later. That's the bomb that don't nobody want. I'm looking at all these screens because I want y'all to hear me. When you doing all that you know how to do, hey, Miss Dorothy, to take care of your babies, and you bring out the mama, because you messing with them babies. I know it's a 4-letter word, but you get where I'm coming from. You set off something in me, baby, to listen. Exactly. Because we see what we see on the outside. That's why I said that, Rose, that a lot of times people see me, but they just don't know. Some of us are able to hold it together and facade it, and nobody really see what we're going through. But in this young lady's case, absolutely, the everyday struggle of a single mother is real. Absolutely, Tempe. Listen, in this young lady's case, as I said when I first started, I don't know if you all hear me, Janiyah had been evicted long before they ever put her stuff outside on the street. If y'all stay with me just for a little while, I'm going to try my best to run through this. If not, we're going to do part 2, and we can do part 2 tomorrow night. If you are willing to do part 2 tomorrow night, just tell me, look, thumbs up in the comments and say, yeah, part 2. Say part 2 in the comments. That way I won't hold y'all long and we'll run it to 9:30. I'll stop in my notes and we'll do part 2 tomorrow night. We're discussing the movie Straw. This is yours truly, Coach G. Welcome to my table. These are my thoughts. These are my ideas, and these are my concerns. Yes, ma'am, I'm glad, Miss Pat, because social media want to act crazy. Anytime you want to do something great, the enemy has to show up, but I keep telling him I'm unstoppable, so he can do what he do. But yeah, I'm going to do what I need to do. Listen, Janiyah had clocked out long before she was ever evicted from that house. I don't care how much furniture they put out. When the BOMB sets off in you, when you bring out the mama about them babies, whether it's one baby or whether it's 10 babies, $40 you all. $40. Listen, Miss Pat, for the people that's saying that they don't care for it and all this and that, I don't understand. Listen, they got to be a Tessa. Yeah, I said it. They got to be a Tessa when they say they don't care for the movie. Yes, he did, Rose. They got to be a Tessa anytime a woman can watch that movie and have the nerve to say, oh, I didn't like it. It's okay if you don't like it, but you can't tell me that you can't register with what went on in that movie when we live in the black community. Let me keep going because I want to share some more than this in with you. Too many of us suffer in silence. Too many of us. What you need? Too many of us keep our mouth closed. I told you a long time ago, you got to know your tribe and you got to know your circle. Yes, ma'am. Listen. Shay, the first few minutes, I'm going to jump to the second page because, listen, the first few minutes was enough to, one of my children had to cut it off because, listen, it resonated with what's going on in the community. That's how heavy it was. We suffer in silence. We don't tell nobody because I tell you, you ain't finna have no 15, 20 A1 day ones all your life. Don't let nobody tell you that. Let Coach go and bust that bubble for you and tell them stop that lying. My sister all at the end of the movie. Absolutely. She was evicted long before they ever put her stuff on the street. That's what that struggle did to her. $40. $40. Do you know how many of us go around here on a daily basis? I ain't plugging nobody's restaurant. Buy coffee, buy expensive sandwiches, buy a bag, whatever we do. But we never ever want to reach back and save somebody else. We never ever. Listen. Ask me how I know. You get enough pressure in some pipes, they're going to burst. During the winter season, let your pipes freeze up. Your pipes, when they unthaw, your pipes in your wall are going to burst. Hey, sis, get enough pressure in your mind and in your heart, your pipes, in this amazing thing called your brain. Things are going to start to happen in your life that's going to spiral you out of control. Remember, I told you all a while back that people see you, they quick to tell folks what happened to her, why she act like that. I don't know what's wrong with her. She said, I ain't never had nobody care for me. Listen, it's one thing for them to tell people what happened to her, but people never tell what you did to me to make me do this, to make me come out like this. This lady had a sick child. See, now y'all don't kill me there. I want to go. This sweetheart had a sick baby. What I tell y'all about bring out the mom when it got something to do with them babies? When it got something to do with them babies, you will move whatever you got. You don't know how much strength you got. You don't know your power until it comes to them babies. See, I'm telling you, Miss Pat. Miss Pat says she cried the whole movie. And after the movie, she just wasn't right. She wanted to give it to her, then thought that could have been me with the 3 girls that she had to raise as a single mother. Miss Pat, that's why I know in my heart of hearts, I've been there. I know what it's like to be a single mother and raise 4 children. I tell you all the time, I'm thankful for my village. I'm thankful for my tribe. Because what if? What if I didn't have nobody? What if my family wasn't behind me to help me raise them children? Can't nobody tell your story like you tell it. I had my first one when I was 16 years old. I was a baby myself. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. Isn't that the community? How many people are willing to come and be a help to me? Now, they don't want to help you, but they want to talk about you. Absolutely. Rose said, mess with my children. I don't care what you say they did. Don't mess with mine. You will see a side of me that you never seen. Absolutely. I told you. You will spaz out and then guess what they'll say? What make her act like that? Why is she that way? It made you more, exactly. It will make you so more grateful for your village and have a sound mind. Because do you all realize, let's see if I can run a little bit of this down to this movie. I'm going to put my glass on so I can see y'all when you start writing. When that movie first came on, what was the first thing we saw? And if I use some language that you all that's too sensitive to you for your ears, I ain't even going to ask you to forgive me. But because, baby, I was very upset after watching that movie last night. There was a part in there, I'll tell you when it broke me, but I'll tell you that later. When that movie first came on, the first thing that we saw was policemen. It is 9:10, you all. I told you, write in the comments if you all want me to do a part 2. I don't want to keep y'all all night. But I feel my hip and I done got hot. When that movie first came on, your girl sitting there, baby, note in hand and everything, pen, all. We saw police. I said, uh-oh, I already know this going to be trouble. Hey, Miss Marianne. Hey, my niece. Hey, Carla. We saw police when this movie first came on. My sister, I ran an apartment. Part 2. Okay, thank you, niece. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. If I get 2 or 3 part 2s, I'll run this page and I'll say the rest for later. Listen. Then we saw them dishes rattling. We saw that in that apartment. That apartment looked like, listen, that most definitely, Sister Marianne, it was most definitely real life. It is in the black community. It is most definitely our community. Thank you, Miss Pat. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to do it anyway, Miss Pat. That's why I didn't say I'm asking you to forgive me, because I'd have been lying. I ain't apologizing for nothing. So, because guess what? I'm going to say what I'm going to say, because sometimes we need to be honest and real. If it's too much for you, put some cotton in your ears and then take it out later. But listen, that rattling of them dishes, that hot apartment, they laying in that bed, her and that baby. What I tell you about bringing out the mama when you mess with them babies. Then what else we hear? We hear old famous Glorilla. Told y'all I was into it. Let her cook. Sometimes, welcome to my table. This is yours truly, Coach G, live after dark. Sometimes, what other people consider as cooking and having a good time, for somebody else it can be, baby, this may be the last meal. We just doing our best to survive. We doing our best to try to hang in there. We doing our best to try to hold on. You don't know what somebody else has let her cook mean. You don't know what levels of let her cook ramen noodles. You don't know what level of this could be going from right to left real fast. Listen, that little beautiful little baby, Oreo, she's Oreo, Oreo said, I can bath myself, Mama. I don't need you to bath me. I got this. She said, girl, look, I let you try it that one time. That one time I let you try it, you messed around, you fell in the tub, you hurt yourself. I ain't let you bath no more. What I told y'all, bring out the mama when you mess with them babies. Yeah, you bring out the B-O-M-B in me, okay? Somebody put that in the comments, and that way I'm going to know y'all know where I'm rocking with. You bring out the B-O-M-B in me when it comes to them babies. So, that baby sit there in that tub. Listen, I told you all. I'm very dramatic. I hope it don't offend none of y'all. If it do, my apologies. This how I coach. This how I rock. It is what it is. This how the Lord made me to get down, so I know I reach somebody. Look. That baby said, Mama, thank you, niece. When you gonna have $40? I should have had 2 20s or 5 something, 4 5s, 8 5 something. That baby said, Mama, when you gonna have the $40 for my lunch? Yes, ma'am. You bring it out low. I'm telling you what I know. When you gonna have the $40 for my lunch? She looked at her and said, I'm gonna get it today when I get paid. What you talking about? Aria said, because I don't eat. And the people at school laugh at me. The B-O-M-B rise up in me then. Don't do that. Because they don't know your struggle. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know what kind of heartache, they don't know what kind of pain you have to deal with. They don't know that you got a sick baby that you may have to run to the hospital in the midnight hour when you know you done put your last $5 in your gas tank. People don't know this kind of stuff. People see you, but they really, really don't see you. They don't hear you. They think that you all right because you're going to work every day. You don't know what last dollar could have been in that person's pocket. You don't know if they even had a dollar in their pocket. Okay, listen. Aria said, because I got to eat the special lunch, Mama. I don't get to eat what the regular kids eat. I'm painting y'all a picture. And kids laugh at me. The B-O-M-B constantly rising in this mama, y'all. It's constantly rising in her. Her and that baby get ready to walk down them steps. Oh, help me, help me, help me. She get this little girl ready. She tell Aria, don't drag that bag like that. Pick that bag up and come on. Working 2 jobs. $40. I start to title this message, $40. But I want you to hear me say, when you can be seen and not heard. Because a lot of times to be heard, guess what it is? Suffering in silence. Don't nobody hear you when you silent. You got to really have a real intuition to hear somebody when they silent, when I ain't talking to you. You ever ran up on somebody and you just said, something ain't right with them. They got an issue. And you say, hey, I should have took this off before I started. You all right? Huh? Yes, she did, Rose. Listen, you all right? You know, you don't want to tell them, you look like, or I feel like, but I'm going to ask you, is you all right? And I'm going to let you know that I mean it. So she coming on down these steps with this baby. Hey, Vet. And, I'm going to keep on saying, in the BC, that's the black community. She coming on down. Lord Jesus, this landlord. Hey, Angie, this landlord hit her with, if you ain't got my money by such and such time, I'm going to do what I got to do. She said, give me to 10 a.m. Give me to 10 a.m. and I'm going to do what I need to do. The landlord, you all, whoa, we in the BC. God forbid we in the BC now. We show nothing in the black community. Oh, Sinbad, I forgot what, well, I got his name down here, but let me see. Let me see if I can find Sinbad's name. I ain't even going to worry about his name because right now I feel it and I ain't going to worry about it. Sinbad said, is you got anything? You know what? You got to be a loving person. I want to slap her. You hear me? I said, oh, that heifer need to been slapped right there. Because you see what this young lady going through. You standing on this balcony with this house coat on, treating your own people like they beneath you, like they lord the scum on the ground. Okay, keep it rolling with that. Okay, I'm going to do the best I can. Sinbad said, you got something you can help me with? I know, I want to choke her too, niece. I want to do one of them Tyler Perry chokes on her where he said, choke that, yeah, don't let her go, not yet. Sinbad said, you got something. She gonna put her baby in this car. In her heart of heart, she's saying, I ain't even got $40 for my own child. I don't got my rent money. But in her mind, baby, we in the BC. Because we're going to kick you when you, we in the BC. When she reached in that purse, I said, ooh, wee. By now, y'all, I wrote so much stuff. I'm just, oh my God. Even when you down, hey, Miss Sherry, even when you down and out and you still help somebody, let me tell you what that does for you. She didn't have nothing, Miss Marianne, but she was still willing to help somebody. If you want to see something turn around in your life, all you got to do is help somebody else when you down. If you want to see something turn around, and even when you felt like you were last, and you want to feel yourself become first, help somebody else first. Go on and help them. Listen, Benny, that's it, niece. It's somewhere on this paper, but girl, I can't see right now. Benny, thank you, niece. Benny knew what kind of person she was. She helped Benny when she was at her lowest of her low. Girl, Miss Passing, that darn manager at work at someone's store himself. I want to pop him in the face. Yes, listen. Hats off to TP. TP did his thing. I'm a big fan of TP. Ain't much TP got that I don't care for. The Lord will see you when you help others when you down. Absolutely, he will. You ain't seen raise me up until you do something for somebody else. When you at your lowest and your low, what else you got to lose? She said, I ain't got but a little bit myself. Here Benny go again today. I'm going to go on be a blessing to Benny and give it to him. See, a lot of times, y'all, resilient women, a lot of times when we going through hell, when we catching hell, when we wondering why is all this stuff happening to us, it's a setup for something greater. We just can't see it. We just don't understand it. We just don't know why it's happening. It's a setup for something greater. It's all we got to do is meant for us to go through it. If you got to sit on the sideline for a while, if you got to cry for a while, if you got to be able to say, listen, I don't know what's happening, listen, that be our test. Just go on, sit on the sideline. I tell you, it's okay, but what you cannot do, you can't quit. You got to say, I got to get back in the game. I done sit down long enough now. I done got my second, my third, my fourth win. Get back in the game. Then she messed around, you all. And after all this she do, she said, look, let me get my baby to the school. Let me do what I need to do. Phew, she get to work. How many of you all have ever had a job where you said to yourself, let me go back to this first page. What did I say? One more problem. On a job, if you've lived long enough to work, one more issue. Hey, Denise, one more something. Now, let's run it down, y'all. Come on, work with me. Come on, I need your participation. She gets ready to leave the house. Before she leave home, her baby tell her, I need $40 because they picking on me, mama. They aggravate me because I got to eat the special lunch because I can't eat the good food with the other kids. Then this y'all know what? Let's pause for station identification. Y'all just let Coach left a whole scene out. After she got that baby to school, that's why I tell you got to write notes. After she got that baby to school, she was so frantic and so nervous. How many of y'all remember that cop that came into play? I'll wait. I'll give y'all a few minutes. Y'all remember that police officer? How evil and how mean and how low down he was to her? I was so terrified for her, I thought it was finna end soon. He called her everything out of her name. I even had one of my clients tell me that that's what triggered them in the movie even the more because she thought of some stuff that had happened to her before in her life. The same way with the officers. How they talk to you, how they make you feel, how they treat you. Hit her kidneys. Told her out his own mouth what he was going to do to her and told her, I'm going to make sure that it's legal when I unalive you. Okay, let's keep going. I just looked up in my notes and said, Gwinnett, you done ran right past that. Okay. You get to your job. One more something. One more something. How much more can she take? Her car broke down. Wait a minute. He hit her car. They towed her doggone car. How she got to get to work? He was going to find a legal. Yes, he did too. Yes, he did tell her that, Nita. Yes, he did tell her that, baby. Y'all, this movie is packed with so much stuff in the community. See, you only can speak for where you live at and what you know. You do know that it do happen everywhere. But we know what happens in our community. He threatened her to the utmost. They towed her car and made her walk in the rain. She get to that job. Emotions, Miss Marianne. She get to that goddamn job. She trying to put her stuff up. That manager, that boss, the black community. The way that he talked to her, the things that he said to her. Do me a favor, you all. Tap that screen with hearts. They're going to know y'all on here tonight. They're going to know we done made an impact tonight. I'm thankful. He tell her, get your so-and-so to that register. You already late. He never asked her. Being seen and not heard. Why are you wet? What's going on with you? Did something happen to your car? Did your car break down? He never said nothing to her. No more than scold her and set her out because he wanted her to get up there and get on that register. She get to a job. Don't y'all tell me even, hey Draco baby, don't y'all tell me that even if you have not been the cash register, you've been the customer. Whether it was in a grocery store or whether it was in a department store, you've experienced the nastiness that come from the people that know that they need these jobs, that they've been hired to do a service. I ain't asking you to like me. I'm just asking you to show me the same common courtesy that I'm showing you. Well, let's talk about these mean people that come through this dang on line. What they do, y'all, this here forgot a wick. Everything that she got is not on wick. So Janiyah tell her, I can't. Exactly. Listen, girl. We may not make it to the end, but I tell you, be careful what you put out because you never know what you're going to get back, and it's going to be sometimes a whole lot worse than what you put out. All she tell the young lady in the most calmest voice possible, you can't get these items on wick. In my mind, in my little sweet mind, by now, I done lost it. I done checked out way before the eviction. I done lost it. Because I'm already catching hell. I done told you one more thing. This is the honest God truth. One more thing. You don't know what will send a person over the edge. That's why it behooves us to be kind to everybody. Because not only can it be them, you never know that the day that it could be you. People don't know what you go through. That heifer told her. Everybody else been doing it. She knew, yeah, everybody else been doing it. Ain't nobody else had no problem but you. So I'm thinking that when they gets ready to walk off, I'm thinking that the dude is about to take whatever he's drinking and just take the bottle and drink it. I said, and look at him. He finna take the dang don't drink and ain't gonna pay for it. When he broke that drink, oh yeah, don't leave that boss name out. Oh, Regular Richard. Yeah, Regular Richard was a booger bear. When he took that bottle and broke that bottle beside her, I told we. I told my husband we in for a ride tonight. Because right about now, I don't know how much more because I'm still over there wanting to choke that god doggone landlord. Miss Marianne, she was absolutely broken. She was broken. I told you, she was evicted before they ever put her stuff outside their house. And what more could happen to her in a 24-hour time span? This lady caught pure OD. She was living a hellish nightmare in 24 hours. People, Tyler did too much. Now, Tyler did what was true. Tyler did just what happens. Tyler spoke the truth. We want to lie and act like this don't happen to us. Yes, it do. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Listen, he said, oh, Lord, what have you done? What have you caused now? When that guy broke that glass, you would have thought that he would have had some kind of compassion for her. Oh, Richard. Oh, mean Richard. That was his name, Richard. Well, baby, and let's not listen. When she go back there, she got to go clean up herself in the back room because she wet. The school called. Everything that bad could have happened to her in that day, it was the worst. I'm telling you, the worst nightmare of, listen, B-O-M-B. We don't realize it, y'all. After that movie, it's going to cause us to look at some mothers different. It should cause us to keep our mouth closed. It should cause us to say, man, listen, she might be having a straw moment. We've all heard the old saying, he made her clean it up. That's why she was messed up. We've all heard the old saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. Then the school called. How much more? How much more can you take? How much more can you really go through? How much more can you deal with? The school called. Now she got to go and, well, I think Richard Meda came in there in the back where she was. Yeah, he came in and told her, get your so-and-so back out of here. These lines building up because I let such and such go home and all this. She said, no, please. I don't know how long she asked. She asked him for 30 minutes. So she asked him for 30 minutes because she ended up being gone 2 hours. She leave, she go to the school. Y'all tell me, I done told you, it's 9:31. I'm willing to stop if y'all willing for me to stop and y'all need to leave. Because, baby, it's about 3 more pages of this movie. Because not only am I going to break it down, I got to give you my take on when things like this happen to us in real life, what we got to do. Because this stuff happens in real life. Things happen to us. I'm trying to see what my sister said. What you say, sis? Hold on, y'all. Social really want to cut up the night. I am so outdone. In other time, baby, it does the thing and then be on the yeah, he made her clean it up. Yes, he did. And I think that's where he got the title from. That would have been amazing. That's what exactly. The straw that broke the camel back. How much weight do you expect to continue to put on me before I break? Before I snap? That's why I keep telling my ladies. This ain't, everybody's relationship is different. But if you see that relationship taking you somewhere that you know that you ain't got no business going, it behooves you and you to get out of it while you still sane. Don't you stay in it and think that you can control and change somebody that don't want to be changed. You better get yourself out of that while you can. And not only walk out of it, run out of it. Because this young lady, look, let's keep it rolling. She goes and she tell him, now the school and called, I got to go to the school. Oh my God. When she get to the school, when she get to Wilson Elementary, Woodrow Wilson Elementary, ain't that a name? When she gets to the school, unbeknown, you got the school teacher. Hey, Lee. You got the school teacher. And you got some people, what I told y'all about the BOMB. Let me say this. Right there is where Tyler should have allowed her to unleash. Because if she already got to catch the BOMB, they really would have caught her be right there. Because you walk into the school, you see the teacher, what she done. She know you struggling. She know you ain't got the proper lunch money for your child. Anybody that's coming in late, please go back and watch the replay. Share it. Write in the comments, and I'm gonna rock back with you at a later time. But right now, we dead Miller in the middle of Straw, the movie. If you have not watched it, you may want to log off because I'm finna be the spoiler for you. The teacher knows the issues that she's having. You know what, you all? Nothing gets me more than for somebody to look at you as if they don't know what the hell they've already caused. You know what my issues is, but you look at me as if, guess what? I know you got to be a part of the damn circus because you the one caused all this foolishness. You think I'm going to be the clown and come join you? No, I'm not. So this teacher looking at her like, I ain't know they was going to come and get her. Yes, you did. You called them. You told them. She knew everything that was taking place. You've been a victim on a corporate job, but baby, when I got free, listen. They wonder what happened to that quiet black girl that never said a word, turned me to leave alone. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of it. Let it go up. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to touch it, Miss Pat, but I'm going to read it. Listen. That teacher at that school knew exactly what she was doing. What did that cause? That caused the BOMB to ignite even the more. One of Tyler movies, Family Reunion, I think it is, or something. I think it's one that plays the funny ones. Mr. Brown crazy self was out there saying he's from the barbecue. I told y'all I'm a Tyler fan to my heart. And Uncle Joe was watching him out there at that grill with that, saying he's from the barbecue. Uncle Joe said, what is Brown out there doing? What Brown from the barbecue? Brown got this goddamn gas jug, y'all. And Brown is pouring this gas on there. He's all, yeah, I'm finna go ahead and tell Dil. I'm finna tell her that her baby daddy, he finna do more on barbecue. He finna blow himself all the way up. If you want to see, you want to bring out the mama when it comes to them babies, all you got to do is just keep on pouring gas on it. Keep on lighting that flame. And us mamas that's worth our salt, us resilient women, we gonna show you something. We gonna worry about whatever consequences got to come later. We ain't finna deal with that. We gonna show you something. In the words of the people, we gonna pop out and show you. You talking about some let her cook. You ain't seen let her cook until you mess around and bring out the BOMB. You bring out the BOMB when it comes to those children or child. They take her baby. The lady is so frantic, you all look. Don't leave out the fact that she hot. She ain't got no goddamn air in that house. She trying to do the best she can. She working 2 goddamn jobs. She don't know how much more of this she can take. The stuff that officer had already done to her, she was already set off. All y'all know, all y'all see this, she was already set off. So much had come up against her. How much more you take? You gonna tell me that when the CPS people, okay, yeah, them people. Let me plug it right quick. To all those unfit mamas that ain't taking care of their children, what if you had been put in Jania's spot? This lady was doing everything she could with what she had. Some of these mamas ain't worth a dime, ain't doing nothing. Sending the children to school not looking the proper way that they should look. I ain't telling you go out and buy name brand stuff. I'm telling you that, guess what? That washing machine work, whether it's in your house or whether it's in the laundromat. Wash what they got. Iron it. I smile a whole lot because sometimes people compliment me on something that I got on. I'd smile and say if they only knew. But guess what? I ain't got to tell you because it ain't your business. Anytime I step out that door, I'm going to be on my A game at all times because that's how I was raised. You ain't got to tell nobody nothing. It's your job to look the part. Your first impression is your first impression to you first. You make sure you got it together first. But what about these young mothers that ain't doing what they're supposed to do? Sending these children off to school. Wherever you send them to. Take care of your children. Stop allowing your children to go out in the public not representing you, looking halfway and other way. Absolutely. CPS ain't got to bother us mothers that's taking care of our business. CPS ain't got to show up for us mothers, baby, that's got a BOMB in us. Because we're going to do what we got to do. I tell you, I don't mind being transparent, telling you all. Hey, TK, telling you all. I know what it's like to live off of some credit cards to take care of my children. They were never going out of here looking otherwise and otherwise. Because I was raised right. My mama taught us, you going to take care of what you got. I never saw my mama go out the house uncreased. Not together. But we live in a day and time now where, baby, as I said, the BC It's happening. It may not be in my neighborhood and it may not be in your neighborhood because guess what? We decide that we want it better and we decide to move to better. But you best believe this. It may be the house next door or the house 3 blocks over. It's happening. It's happening. CPS is having to be called. Then this heifer, Diane, I'm going to give you my card. Let me give you the clean version. I'd have took Diane's card and Diane would have knew exactly what it felt like, what it tastes like to eat some paper. Diane would say, well, you know, the school teacher said that she's not clean. You know, the school teacher said she'd be hungry. But then the school teacher standing back there looking like she's scared and don't know what's going on. Absolutely, niece. The kids thrown away, but the parents looking suited and booted. Nails done $500 wigs. I'm sick of it. It don't make no sense. And if you think I'm lying, the next program they have at the school, all you got to do is go in there and be a participator and put on your spectators. If you wear glasses, put your goddamn glasses on and just look around. You will see who house the children look like they supposed to look. You ain't got to say nothing because guess what we don't do? We don't fault those children because them children can't do nothing for themselves. It's their parent responsibility to take care of them. That's when they pull at my heartstring because I know how I had to take care of my children. And I see you lazy, bumless, shiftless heifers not doing what y'all supposed to do. I don't care if you got to take your ass to the dig out, go to what Goodwill, Salvation Army. I don't care where you got to go to. Sheen has fixed it where you can get a full payment on Afterpay, Klarna, whatever, and do what you need to do. I had one suit I spent $200 for, went to Sheen and got one for $60 and hell, the $60 suit looked better than the $200 suit. So don't tell me what you can't do. I told y'all I knew sooner or later it was gonna hit a nerve in me because I know what it's like to have children. I can't stand to see children not taken care of. They will dress a YN baby to the utmost. They'll take care of them YNs, baby. He ain't finna come out the house looking like nothing. He finna be shot from head to toe. He eating steaks, but your children got to eat some dang gone hot dogs and noodles. Ain't nothing wrong with it because my grandbabies love it. But I tell you what, that ain't got to be their first choice. Not in my house. I'm following a guy now on social media, and his main thing is take care of them children. Match it, girl. My sister said it. With matching Nike outfits on. Oh, baby, you know now they wearing matching Adidas outfits. I seen some of that on social media just the other day. Okay. And you buying him, begging him to stay with you, and his tail don't even want you. He lying that you going to be with somebody else. Then the CPS lady, oh, Diane, tell her, you all welcome to my table. Everybody's coming in late. Please, I'm gonna cut off in a moment. Please, it's got to be a part 2. Please do me a favor. Go back and watch the replay, baby. It's worth you watching. If you have not watched the movie Straw, you may want to log off because I don't want to ruin the movie for you because that's exactly the vein that we're in tonight. And I appreciate everybody that came on this live. You all don't know how much this has meant to me. So we're going to run just a few more moments and I'm going to cut it short. Part 2 tomorrow night. Listen. There goes CPS lady, old Diane. Listen. When you get your license, and you get your rent paid, and you take my number. Yes, ma'am, sweetheart, thank you. I'm going to make sure I post it. Listen, part 2, I give y'all a heads up because I don't want nobody to be missing out. I'm going to most definitely give you a part 2. A heads up on when I'm doing part 2. If something come up tomorrow night, everybody going to wonder, what the world Coach G talking about? Guess what? Her resilient women going to know what's going to be in there. Because I got a few that said they couldn't come on tonight because they ain't watched the movie. Ain't nothing worse than, I told y'all I got many notes. Ain't nothing worse than the very sisters of the same complexion as you and I. Even my Caucasian sister that came on. You got to know how to help people. You got to have a heart for people. You got to really be genuine and love people. How much more could she take, y'all? Then guess what? When she get back to her job 2 hours late, what did Richard do to her? What did Richard do to her, y'all? That sorry sack of brown beans, he fires her. She said, please don't fire me. I need this job. I need to pay my rent. See, God bless you, Miss Pat. Listen, God bless you, Miss Pat. Miss Pat says she's raising 2 of her babies now. She could not see them go to the state. God bless you. And listen, I decree and declare by the blood of Jesus that every need going to be met because of the simple fact you stepped up and did what you were supposed to do. Whew, help me, Lord. Not only did he fire her, y'all, she said, please give me my check. You know she told that landlord she was going to pay that rent at 10 a.m. Oh, y'all, it's way past 10 a.m. What did Richard tell her? I ain't giving you nothing. Get out of here. Y'all, she go back to her house after Richard fired her and didn't give her rent money. She go back to her house. See, some of us ain't never been put outside on the curb, all of our stuff. Some of us don't know what it feel like. I'm grateful to God that I don't know what it feel like. He said, check go in the mail. That's exactly what he said. Sure did, Miss Pat. He said that's where, hey, my girl, hey, Talisa. He told her the check going in the mail. She said, listen, please don't put my check in the mail. I need my check. Well, when she go, you all, and I'm going to stop after this right here. She go to the house. Y'all, the scream that young lady let out when she see her stuff on the street. You know how the BOMB came about, right? That toy, that science project that her baby had been working on. All, you know, it's some stuff we try to imagine. It's some stuff that you can't imagine. Because you're going to do what you got to do to take care of your home. All of her stuff was on the street, y'all. Everything that she owned, her and her daughter, was on the street. What does she do? She go back to Richard and she begged for her check again. She got, that's it. Even some of the baby medicine, I think she left because, I don't want to get too deep into it because I'm going to stop there. But when Detective Raymond came on the scene, they found some of the baby medicine. Do you know how hard it is? The scream that she let out there in that rain. That right there was that there was the past BOMB. You bring out the mama when you mess with her babies. That was, listen, all she had was her baby. She kept on repeating and repeating, and that's on down in these notes. Ain't nobody never stood up for me. Ain't nobody never had my back. Thank you, sweetheart. You know I appreciate it to the highest, beautiful. I really do. Ain't nobody had my back. It was from the very pit of her soul, the scream that she let out, you all. That, Miss Pat, That straw right there was an add-on or straw. Because listen, you know, ain't nothing like home. I don't care how much we travel around the world. I don't care how many places we go and do vacations, staycations, weekendcations, whatever. I want to come back to my own bed, my own mattress. I want to come back home. That's why it's called home. Them vacation places are wonderful. God knows they is. The home away from home may be good. But that very place that you call home, where all of your stuff is, I don't care if it's in place or out of place, that is your home. That young lady did not have a home no more. Think about it. You done took my child. You done took my job. I can't pay rent for nothing. I got a strike against me, a first strike that I ain't never done nothing in the system. Never done nothing. And I got an officer telling me what he's going to do to me. It's 9:51. Part 2. I hope that it's tomorrow night. I don't want to do it in the daytime because I know that people are working and they're busy. And I want, even if I'm live tomorrow, I want to make sure that we do straw tomorrow night. And I appreciate y'all. But we're going to start. When we start tomorrow night, I'm going to go back over right where I said all of her stuff is on the street. It was a whole lot, Rose. It's a whole lot to impact in that movie, you all. Because I most definitely can't wait to get to the point. As I'm just thinking now, so many other little parts are coming up. Because the things that happen at that bank, the black community, even if it's Friday, yes, even if it's Friday, yes, ma'am, I don't, as of right now, I don't have anything Friday night. If Friday night is beneficial for everybody, listen, we can do Friday night. That way we can rock out. I'm telling you, that movie should be life-changing for us to think different, for us to care more about our sisters. I told you all, I didn't start this life coaching business just because. I started this because I know the impacts that life has had on me. And I don't want to see another woman felt like she is being seen and not heard. Tessa, you know it's a lot of Tessas out there. Listen. From now on, when you get attacked by the foolishness, you're going to be able to describe if that's a Tessa. You're going to be able to describe if that's a Nicole Parker. You're going to be able to describe if that's a Richard. You're going to be able to describe if that's a Bryson. You're going to most definitely be able to describe if that is a, what was her name? Detective Raymond. Oh, most definitely. Because I can't recall the one that was sitting in there that took her phone and put her phone on record. How much can a poor girl take? Yes, ma'am. Listen, it will wear on you. That's why depression is so real nowadays. That's why stress is real. That's why Snap. You know, the movie Snap, I had seen it years and years. I mean, had seen it on television for a long time. My co-pastor preached about it one Sunday, and it caused me to go back and revisit it. Snap was because, listen, us resilient women get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we ain't going to play with the Y ends, and we damn sure ain't going to play with the old ends. You ain't finna come in and out of my life and think you finna run ruckshot and play me and have a chick on this side of town, 2 chicks on that side of town. You safer. Now, I can't say that, but you safe for doing something else. You safe for painting the house with a darn toothpick than trying to play me to cause somebody to snap. My sister says she is Detective Raymond because the Detective Raymond had been there. Y'all, we got to stop. Detective Raymond knew what it felt like. Detective Raymond said, look, I'm going to go that extra mile. I don't give a doggone what y'all say. Detective, see, y'all gonna make me go back and watch it again because this has really blessed my soul. Because I'm telling you, I don't want to share with you the part that really touched me and got me to the point where I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Because I heard something. I heard something when this young lady said something in this movie. And I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. There go Benny name. That nasty landlord. Phew. This movie, you all, was very, 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 very eye-opening. Very eye-opening. And this movie not only was very eye-opening, this movie was real. Everybody need one friend. Yes, ma'am, Mr. Lisa. Ain't nobody got time for them Y-ends. Ain't nobody got no time for them O-ends. We ain't listen. You want to snap, you, especially when you know what it's like to been played. You give somebody your all, girl. That's why I hold the conversation. Say if you know you need to get out and you've done all you can do, and I've had that conversation with some young ladies and they still don't want to get out. I'm gonna fold my arms and say, Lord, don't let straw come up in their life, cause how much more can you take? How much of a fool will you be? How many tears do you really want the Lord to have to count for you because of your foolishness? And if it's wonderful when it's tears of joy, but it's tears that you've caused for yourself, you do know the Lord keep all those, right? Okay, and he do repay those that cause you to cry. But you around here allowing people to cause you to cry, you ain't got no business crying no more. It's time for you to wipe your tears. Please listen. My girl Tony says she went 7 whole days. Not a word from you. 7 whole nights, Tony. I just want to know why, you know. A lot of us went a whole lot longer than 7 days, but when you know what you know, you need to subtract that foolishness and change your ways of thinking. You all have been amazing, amazing, resilient women. We're going to pick up, as my sister said, and I hope you all agree. I know Friday night sometimes be our date nights, but my husband has an event Friday night, so I know that I should be home, and I will hold this till Friday night. We're going to start back right here. I'm going to get my pen and mark where I stopped at. We're going to start right here at all of her stuff was on the streets. All of her stuff. All of her stuff was on the streets. And we will wrap it up. Girl, listen. They're talking trash, Mr. Lisa. Can't but 1 or 2 things take place. You gonna whoop mine, I'm gonna whoop yours. It was a whole lot of times, and I understand what Tyler was doing. He was teaching us that this lady, look, she had been evicted long before they put her stuff on the street. She just was going through the motion. Because I can't wait to get to the end. You know, listen, it's the end that really gets us, because a lot of times we don't even realize. We didn't expect the end to go left like it went. But I'm not going to talk about the end tonight. But we're going to have part 2. Yes, ma'am, it's going down Friday night. Yes, ma'am, it's going down. I'm going to make sure that I post it on my page. You're going to see. Coach G going live tonight. We finna have this. We finna enjoy ourselves. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank y'all for whoever shared this live out. I look forward to us doing part 2 on Friday night. It is 9:50. It is 10 o'clock. It just changed on me. It is 10 o'clock p.m. You all be safe. Have a good night's rest. And until I see you all again, always, always remember that the best is yet to come. Take care until I'm back again. Bye-bye.